Okay, so in calculus, if you have a function that measures, let's say, distance, let's just say that this function measures distance, the derivative of such function would measure velocity. So let's say this is distance, the first derivative will be the velocity. So if now we have a concrete example, let's say our distance function is t to the third power minus 6t to the second plus 9t. Let's say you have this model of distance. If you want the function for velocity, all you have to do is take the derivative. So the derivative of this function is 3t to the second minus 12 times t plus 9. Okay? So now, if you were asked to find the velocity of this particle, let's say at 2, all you would need to do is substitute 2 into the function, to the velocity function. So let's do that now. Let me get rid of this t, and let's just write a 2. So here we have 2 to the second power minus 12 times 2 plus 9. If you do the math, that gives negative 3. Okay? So depending on the units, this would be the velocity of that particle, or whatever the function is modeling, at 2. All right? Let's say you were asked to figure out at what time is this particle at rest. So if you think about it, when you're at rest, the velocity should be 0. So all you have to do is grab the velocity function, which we already have, and equate that to 0, and then factor. Okay? So I'm going to equate the derivative to 0. Okay? So in other words, here's what I have to figure out. 3t to the second power minus 12t plus 9 equal to 0. If you remember your pre-calc, or your algebra even, to solve this quadratic, the best thing you should do is to maybe pull out a 3 or factor out a 3. So if I do such a thing, I obtain 3 parentheses t to the second power minus 4t plus 3. Okay, and that equals to 0. At this point, you can divide by 3 on both sides and cancel that 3 that you see here in front. So in reality, the only thing you have to figure out or factor is t squared minus 4t plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so I'll do that over here. I'm going to divide by 3, both sides. These are going to cancel, and that is still 0. Okay, so now this is easy. All you have to think is about two numbers that multiply to positive 3 and add up to negative 4. Okay, so if you want, you can pause the video and think about that. If not, I'm just going to show you. Okay, so the numbers are 3 and 1. But not just 3 and 1, but negative 1 and negative 3. And these are going to be t. So the solution of this equation, of this quadratic, is t equals to positive 3 and t equals positive 1. So this particle is at rest at time 3 and at time 1.